In a moment that would become the stuff of legend, John Wayne found himself enveloped in the mischief of a behind-the-scenes prank during the filming of Rio Bravo. Known for his rugged persona, Wayne decided to amuse his co-star Angie Dickinson in an unforgettable way. During a break in filming, Wayne playfully poured alcohol across Dickinson's chest, igniting a playful spark, or rather, a literal flame. This audacious stunt, rooted in camaraderie and lightheartedness, showcased the spirited camaraderie shared among the cast, even in a tense setting filled with gunfights and standoffs. As laughter erupted around them, the set transformed into a vibrant tableau of friendship, revealing a side of the famous actor that strayed far from his tough guy image. That night, the tensions of the plot, filled with danger and suspense, temporarily melted away, replaced by the warmth of shared laughter and spontaneous adventure, forever etching this tale into the lore of classic Hollywood. Exteriors for the film were shot at Old Tucson Studios, which is located just outside of Tucson, Arizona. This location played a significant role in the film's visual appeal, providing an authentic Old West backdrop that enhanced the story's gritty and adventurous tone. Filming took place during the summer of 1958, a decision that allowed the production team to take full advantage of the long days and bright sunshine typical of the desert environment. The studio, known for its Western-themed sets, had been designed to mimic a historical town and had previously hosted various film and television projects. The choice of Old Tucson Studios was ideal for Rio Bravo, giving the film a genuine feel that resonated with audiences. The movie's credits prominently mention 1958 for its copyright, marking the year of shooting. Following the filming process, Rio Bravo made its way to theaters, officially released in March 1959. Captivating viewers with its tale of camaraderie, loyalty, and the fight against injustice in a lawless town. One of the remarkable aspects of the movie is its long opening scene, which unfolds without any dialogue. This innovative choice by Howard Hawks engages viewers right from the start, setting a unique tone for the film. After a 4-year break from filmmaking, the longest hiatus of his career, Hawks returned with a fresh perspective. During his time away, he observed the rise of Western television shows that featured rich character-driven plots. This trend influenced his approach in Rio Bravo, encouraging him to develop multiple storylines that intertwine and enrich the narrative. In Rio Bravo, the audience is introduced to a captivating blend of strong characters, including a sheriff, a drunkard, a young gunfighter, and a tough female lead. Each character brings their own story and depth, contributing to the central themes of friendship, honor, and courage. Hawks expertly balances these individual arcs, showcasing the complexities of human relationships against the backdrop of the Wild West. His skilled direction and keen understanding of character dynamics elevate the film beyond a standard Western, making it a classic. As viewers watch the unfolding drama and confrontations, they are drawn into the emotional stakes of each character, immersing them in the story's atmosphere. Hawks' vision for storytelling through character development places Rio Bravo as not just a film of its time, but as a lasting piece of cinema that continues to resonate with audiences. At 51, this film marked a significant moment in John Wayne's career as he transitioned into middle age. He felt that he was growing too old to continue playing the romantic lead, which led him to believe that the best way to maintain audience interest was to return to his more traditional persona as a rugged Western hero. In Rio Bravo, Wayne donned the hat that had become iconic from his breakthrough role in Stagecoach, which was released in 1939. He also wore his distinct Red River D belt buckle, a symbol of his character's tough, no-nonsense demeanor. The film resonated deeply with audiences and showcased Wayne's ability to embody strength and resilience. However, this time in his life was not without its challenges. Wayne struggled with the passing of his close friend Ward Bond in 1960, which brought about a sense of reflection. Bond's death left Wayne pondering roles that would suit him in this new chapter of his life. He often considered how to navigate his evolving identity in Hollywood while remaining true to the character traits that made him beloved by fans. As he faced the realities of aging, Wayne's commitment to his craft remained steadfast, making Rio Bravo a poignant piece in his filmography. Immediately, Dean Martin's entry into the film Rio Bravo begins with his agent's approach to director Howard Hawks. His agent suggested Martin for the part of the drunken deputy dude. This role needed a performer who could blend humor and vulnerability while dealing with serious themes in a Western setting. Hawks, intrigued by the idea, met with Martin, who had just flown in from a show in Las Vegas. The meeting was pivotal, showcasing Martin's dedication and commitment to the project. Hawks was impressed by Martin's willingness to jump straight into character after a long night of performing. This encounter led to the director hiring him on the spot, marking a significant moment in both their careers. Martin brought to the role a blend of charm and pathos, allowing audiences to sympathize with Dude despite his flaws. This character depth resonated throughout the movie, contributing to the film's lasting legacy in the genre. Martin's performance became one of the film's highlights, blending comic relief with deeper emotional notes. When it came to casting for the character of Colorado in RIO BRAVO, the director sought an actor who could resonate with teenagers. Initially, Elvis Presley was considered for the role, as his popularity was soaring. However, negotiations with his manager fell through because the manager demanded a high salary and insisted on top billing, which did not sit well with Howard Hawks and John Wayne, both of whom had strong reservations against conceding to such demands. As a result, they turned their focus towards other options and ultimately decided to cast Ricky Nelson. Though Hawks had his doubts about Nelson's youth and lack of experience in acting, Nelson's appeal to a younger audience was a key factor in the decision. Despite these initial concerns, Nelson's presence helped the film significantly, as his name contributed approximately $2 million to the movie's box office revenue. The choice underscored the balancing act of casting decisions in Hollywood, blending star power with audience connection. During the filming of RIO BRAVO, Ricky Nelson celebrated a significant milestone, his 18th birthday. This occasion was marked by a light-hearted prank orchestrated by his co-stars, John Wayne and Dean Martin. They surprised him with a hefty gift, a 300-pound sack filled with steer manure. This playful gesture showcased the camaraderie among the cast members and added an element of fun to the film set. Despite being third billed, Ricky Nelson had the fewest lines in the movie, which may seem unusual for someone with such a prominent position. However, his strong presence on screen contributed significantly to the film's overall box office success. The combination of Wayne, Martin, and Nelson not only created a memorable dynamic on screen, but also attracted a wide audience, highlighting Nelson's ability to resonate with viewers. His involvement in RIO BRAVO remains a notable chapter in his career, illustrating how even limited dialogue can leave a lasting impact. The film's legacy, intertwined with these moments, continues to be remembered fondly by fans. The movie's preview trailer opens with Ricky Nelson, who captures the audience's attention by playing his guitar. After showcasing his musical talent, he shifts to talking about the film, setting a light-hearted tone for what to expect. However, Dean Martin, known for his wit and humor, quickly interjects, reminding Ricky to mention his own name as part of the star-studded cast. This playful banter adds a layer of fun to the promotional material, while highlighting the camaraderie among the actors. Beyond the trailer, John Wayne and Dean Martin were famous for their mischievous pranks on each other and their friends. One notable prank involved Ricky Nelson when they decided to celebrate his birthday in a memorable yet comical way. They decided to throw him into a sack of steer manure, which they viewed as a rite of passage rather than an insult. This act demonstrated their intent to welcome him into their close-knit circle, and also showcased their playful natures. Their antics added a unique layer to their friendships, illustrating how laughter and good times mingled with their work in the film industry. The combination of their light-hearted interactions and the engaging trailer truly highlights the spirit of camaraderie that defined the making of RIO BRAVO, and left a lasting impression on its cast and crew. Howard Hawks aimed to make RIO BRAVO a character-driven Western, setting it apart from the more traditional action-oriented style common in the genre. He drew inspiration from the popularity of character-driven Western television shows during his break from filmmaking. Thus, RIO BRAVO became a rich tapestry of intertwined stories that developed deeply engaged characters and their relationships, rather than relying solely on gunfights and confrontations. At the heart of this film was the friendship between John Wayne and Ward Bond. Their relationship started as a professional one, but blossomed into a true bond that lasted over 3 decades. They shared countless moments on and off set, providing an authentic camaraderie that translated into their performances. This friendship was also filled with playful mischief, as the duo, along with filmmaker John Ford, often pulled pranks on each other, creating a lively atmosphere during filming. Wayne faced a tremendous emotional struggle when Bond passed away in 1960. The loss of his friend left a poignant mark on his life, highlighting the depth of their connection formed through years of collaboration and shared experiences in the film industry. Their legacy endured through their collaborative work, enriching the Western genre and demonstrating how personal relationships can profoundly influence creativity and storytelling in film. One night on the set of Rio Bravo, John Wayne and Ward Bond, known for their camaraderie and shared love of drinking, took things to a rather extreme level. Seeking to inspire Bond to join him for a night out, Wayne decided to employ a shocking tactic. He filled a shot glass with liquor and poured it onto Bond's chest. The idea was to ignite not just the liquor, but also Bond's desire to hit the town for some drinks. When the alcohol lit up, it drew a mix of surprise and laughter from those around them. Bond, feeling the heat, both literally and figuratively, quickly agreed to go out drinking, albeit with the humorous realization that he would likely have less chest hair after this little stunt. This heat-of-the-moment incident showcased the playful and sometimes reckless spirit of the duo, reinforcing their bond both on and off the screen. Such moments of spontaneity contributed to the legendary status of their friendship, creating lasting memories amidst the backdrop of filmmaking and the Wild West themes they portrayed in Rio Bravo. Rio Bravo holds a special place in the hearts of classic film lovers. Directed by Howard Hawks, this film emerged in 1959 and has since become a benchmark of the Western genre. With its captivating story and memorable characters, it offers a thrilling experience that still resonates with audiences today. The narrative revolves around Sheriff John T. Chance, played by John Wayne, and his determination to protect a prisoner from a gang intent on freeing him. Alongside Chance are notable characters like the troubled drunkard Dude, portrayed by Dean Martin, and the strong-willed Feathers, played by Angie Dickinson. Their interactions create a rich tapestry of friendship and loyalty. The film is known for its sharp dialogue, expertly crafted scenes, and strong performances that contribute to its lasting appeal. The dynamic between the characters showcases themes of camaraderie and bravery in the face of danger. Furthermore, Hawks cleverly uses time and pacing to enhance suspense, keeping viewers engaged throughout. The film's music, composed by Dmitri Tiomkin, elevates the emotional depth and tension, making memorable moments even more poignant. Its structure and character development have influenced countless films that followed. Rio Bravo remains an essential part of cinema history, captivating audiences with its timeless storytelling and artistry. Rio Bravo, directed by the legendary Howard Hawks, stands as a quintessential Western that engages viewers with its compelling narrative and rich character dynamics. The film is notably anchored by an ensemble cast, featuring iconic figures such as John Wayne, Dean Martin, Walter Brennan, and Ricky Nelson. This group exhibits a unique blend of personalities that contributes to the story's appeal. Their performances are both natural and resonant, effectively creating a sense of camaraderie that makes audiences root for them. The strength of the film is reflected in its character interactions, which often provide some of the most memorable moments. The characters, while sometimes archetypal, are brought to life by the talented cast. Dean Martin's portrayal as the reluctant hero brings a layer of depth and nuance, offering a contrast to Wayne's more traditional good guy image. Walter Brennan, as the old-timer, delivers both humor and wisdom, while Ricky Nelson's character, though occasionally less impactful compared to his co-stars, still adds youthful energy to the mix. Angie Dickinson and Estelita Rodriguez are not merely supporting characters. They enrich the narrative by ensuring that women have a significant presence, adding to the complexity of the story. However, while the film is lauded for its performances and character development, some critiques point out that the plot may lean towards the far-fetched. The story often follows classic Western tropes, which might feel predictable or cliché to some viewers. Despite this, the engaging nature of the storytelling keeps audiences invested, as Hawks deftly balances tension and levity throughout the film. The action unfolds at a gradual pace, allowing for both character exploration and the build-up of suspense, which may be traditional to the genre but remains effective. Additionally, the film showcases talented direction with Hawks' skilled craftsmanship, making Rio Bravo not merely a good Western, but an enduring classic within the genre. The cinematography captures the essence of the rugged landscape, and the pacing of the film is such that it allows moments of reflection and camaraderie to shine through amidst the action. In summary, Rio Bravo is a film that excellently exemplifies the Western genre through its strong performances, character chemistry, and compelling storytelling, despite some elements of the plot feeling stretched. Each character contributes to a narrative that is beloved by fans of classic Westerns, upheld by Hawks' direction and the undeniable charisma of its lead actors. As such, it continues to resonate with audiences, and remains a standout piece in the history of American cinema. The film's blend of tension, humor, and character-driven storytelling ensures its place among the favorites of the genre. As the dust settles on the final scene of Rio Bravo, the suspense does not end with the credits. Behind the iconic performances lies a journey that continued well beyond the closing shot. What became of the remarkable cast who brought such unforgettable characters to life? In this exclusive bonus segment, we will unravel fascinating stories that trace their paths after the film faded from the silver screen. From the rise and fall of careers to personal battles fought off camera, each actor's journey is as gripping as the film itself. How did their roles influence their lives? What unexpected turns did they take in the years that followed? Join us as we explore the lingering impact of Rio Bravo on its stars, revealing interviews, behind-the-scenes anecdotes, and untold stories that shine a new light on this classic film's legacy. Prepare to be captivated by the remarkable lives and legacies of those who stood in the spotlight when the camera stopped rolling. Angie Dickinson's portrayal of Feathers in the 1959 film Rio Bravo is significant, showcasing her talent for blending strength with vulnerability. Her character, a charming card player with a complicated past, stands alongside legendary figures like John Wayne and Dean Martin, establishing Dickinson as a magnetic leading lady. This role propelled her into the spotlight, gaining her international fame and solidifying her career in Hollywood. However, her journey was not without hardship. Dickinson faced personal struggles, including a marriage to singer Burt Bacharach, which was tumultuous and ended in divorce after 16 years, compounded by the loss of their daughter, Nikki, to drug-related issues in 2007. Dickinson experienced profound sorrow that shaped her later years. The pressures of Hollywood and the adversities in her personal life often left her grappling with depression. In the 1980s, Dickinson found herself in the midst of scandal when she was linked romantically to several high-profile men, including Frank Sinatra and actor Robert Wagner. Despite the rumors and challenges, she maintained her status as an enduring figure in entertainment, transitioning successfully into television with roles in series like Policewoman. As of the latest updates, Dickinson has remained largely out of the public eye, living a quiet life, and dealing with health issues that have limited her public engagements. The once vibrant star, known for her alluring performances and complex personal history, now reflects the tales of resilience and tragedy in a world that often shines too bright. Walter Brennan's portrayal of Stumpy in the 1959 film Rio Bravo showcased his ability as a character actor, blending humor with a poignant sense of loss. Stumpy, an aging deputy with a wooden leg, becomes a fierce protector of the town as he stands alongside John Wayne's sheriff. Brennan infused Stumpy with a vulnerability that resonated deeply, making the character memorable in a genre often dominated by traditional heroes. Beyond his distinguished role in Rio Bravo, Brennan's life was marked by personal struggles. He faced significant challenges, including a tumultuous first marriage that ended in divorce, and the subsequent loss of his son, who tragically died of an accidental overdose in 1972. These happenings left a profound impact on him, prompting him to stay out of the public eye for periods of time. In his later years, Brennan battled poor health. He dealt with severe illness that led to his death in 1974. Before passing, he had already carved out a place as one of Hollywood's most beloved character actors, receiving 3 Academy Awards for Best Supporting Actor. His legacy lives on through his compelling performances and the emotional depth he brought to his characters. Last known information indicates that he continues to be celebrated for the emotional honesty he brought to the screen, with various film retrospectives honoring his career. Chuck Roberson played a crucial role as the gunman in the 1959 film Rio Bravo, a performance that showcased his physical presence and skill as a character actor. He vividly portrayed the tension and danger of the Old West, contributing to the film's intense atmosphere. His role as a supporting character allowed him to shine amid Hollywood giants like John Wayne and Dean Martin, revealing his capacity to deliver subtle emotions alongside the explosive action. Beyond Rio Bravo, Roberson faced considerable challenges in his life and career. He was involved in the chaotic world of Hollywood, grappling with the pressures of typecasting and the struggles many actors faced during the rise of method acting. Personal tragedies marked his life, including battles with addiction and the toll of working in a demanding industry. He also experienced strained relationships, which affected his mental health. Roberson's later years saw him retreat from the limelight as personal hardships took their toll. He remained relatively out of the public eye as details of his life became sparse. The last known information suggests he lived in quiet obscurity until his passing in 2003, a stark contrast to the fiery spirit he once embodied on screen. Harry Carey Jr. played the role of Harold in the 1959 classic Rio Bravo, embodying a character that stands out against a backdrop of tension and heroism. Harold, a man caught in circumstances beyond his control, reflects the vulnerability that Carey portrayed with a sense of depth. This role marked a significant moment in Carey's career, showcasing his ability to navigate complex emotions amidst a strong ensemble cast led by John Wayne. Born in 1921, Carey was more than just an actor. He was part of a family legacy in the film industry, being the son of the famous silent film star Harry Carey Sr. and actress Olive Carey. However, his rise to prominence was not without personal struggles. In the late 1960s, he saw a decline in leading roles, which weighed heavily on him. The industry's shift affected many actors of his time, leading Carey to confront the uncertainties that come with fading fame. His marriage to actress Marilyn McGowan in 1948 endured severe challenges, yet they survived the tomb. Lieutenant Carey's later years brought different kinds of darkness. He faced the tragic loss of friends to substance abuse and untimely deaths, experiencing firsthand the destructive side of Hollywood. Despite these hardships, he maintained a strong spirit, turning to writing and embracing lesser roles in television and film. His dedication to his craft remained unwavering, even as the industry evolved. In his final years, Carey found solace in his family and remained active in community events until passing away in 2012. His last known public appearance was at a film festival celebrating Western films, where he reminisced about his storied career. His legacy endures not only through his performances, but also through his reflections on a life steeped in the complexities of fame and personal loss. Claude Akins portrayed Joe Burdett in the 1959 film Rio Bravo, a role that showcased his ability to embody the menacing villain with a quiet, yet intense presence. Akins effectively captured Burdett's ruthless nature, which added to the film's tension as the character stood in stark contrast to John Wayne's heroic sheriff. Through this part, Akins established himself as a notable actor, capable of playing complex characters in the rapidly evolving landscape of Hollywood. After Rio Bravo, Akins' career remained busy, with significant roles in various television series and films. He appeared in numerous westerns and became a recognizable face in the industry. However, life outside the spotlight was marred with challenges. He faced personal hardships, including the struggles of maintaining a successful marriage with his wife, who reported difficulties that led to a rocky relationship. Notably, in the early 1970s, Akins faced scrutiny when he openly spoke against the prevailing norms of Hollywood regarding actors' health and the pressures of fame. He called for greater transparency about the mental health struggles that many stars faced, a daring move that drew both support and criticism. As time went on, Akins continued to act but faced a slow decline in roles during the late 1980s. Throughout the 1990s, he dealt with health issues, including diabetes and related complications, which took a toll on his body. He eventually passed away on January 27, 1994, but his legacy as Joe Burdett continues to resonate, a reminder of his commanding presence on screen. The last known information reflects on his contributions to not only cinema, but also to the conversation about mental health that he advocated for during his life. Ricky Nelson played the enigmatic role of Colorado Ryan in the 1959 film Rio Bravo. His character, a mysterious drifter with a complicated past, resonated with audiences, embodying themes of loyalty and redemption. This role marked a significant shift in Nelson's career from a teen idol to a more serious actor, showcasing his versatility and depth behind the camera. Despite finding success in acting and music, Nelson faced numerous personal hardships that overshadowed his achievements. His tumultuous marriage to Kristen Harmon was marked by infidelity and public disputes, culminating in a messy divorce in 1982. Nelson's personal struggles included battles with depression and a well-documented struggle with substance abuse, which plagued him during the later stages of his life. A tragic turning point came in December 1985, when he died in a plane crash at the age of 45. The crash, caused by mechanical failure, took the lives of Nelson and several others aboard. His legacy remains a complex tapestry of talent and tragedy, leaving a haunting reminder of the darker aspects of fame. Last reported information reveals that Nelson's music continues to influence artists today, reflecting the enduring yet tragic journey of a star who burned bright but fell far too soon. Dean Martin's role as Dude in the 1959 film Rio Bravo is often seen as a significant turning point in his career. Dude, a troubled and alcoholic character, faces his inner demons while embodying both vulnerability and charm. Martin's performance showcases a depth few had witnessed, adding layers to the story as he struggles against his addiction and seeks redemption. This complex portrayal earned him respect beyond his singing and comedy roots, proving he could convey serious themes. Away from the screen, Martin grappled with personal challenges that often shadowed his public persona. His marriage to first wife Betty McDonald ended in divorce, which left emotional scars. Subsequently, a tumultuous relationship with his second wife, Jeanne Beer, also faced difficulties. Scandals surfaced, particularly surrounding his heavy drinking and late-night parties, further complicating his image. Despite these hardships, Martin remained a beloved figure in entertainment, ultimately facing the decline of his health in his later years. Reports indicated he struggled with lung cancer toward the end of his life, a battle he faced discreetly. Dean Martin passed away in 1995, leaving behind a legacy rich in talent, yet marked by personal trials. Cactus Mac played the role of Barfly in the 1959 classic film Rio Bravo, a character who exists on the fringes of the story, highlighting the film's tense atmosphere. Mac's portrayal brought a gritty authenticity to the saloon scenes, embodying the hard-living essence of a frontier town. He was known for his distinct appearance, often with a rugged face and a hard-edged demeanor that seemed to resonate with viewers. Before Rio Bravo, Cactus Mac had a diverse career in Hollywood starting in the 1920s. He was a regular in Western films and enjoyed a successful run as a character actor. However, his life off the screen was marked by drama. Mac faced addiction struggles, which led to erratic behavior and strained relationships. His notoriety extended beyond film, as he was reportedly involved in various scandals that tarnished his image. In later years, Cactus Mac's health declined. He faced the challenges of aging, compounded by prior vices, ultimately fading from public view. The last known information on him suggests a quiet life, with little recognition for his contributions to the film industry. He left behind a complex legacy, marked by both cinematic achievement and personal turmoil. In the 1959 movie Rio Bravo, Bob Steele played the role of Matt Harris, a character marked by his quiet strength and loyalty. Steele's portrayal added a layer of complexity to Harris, who stood as a moral compass in turbulent times. The film showcased his ability to navigate conflict and represent the everyman caught in a struggle between right and wrong. After Rio Bravo, Bob Steele's career continued, but he faced numerous personal hardships. He struggled with the transition from leading roles in westerns to supporting parts as the industry evolved. Despite his early fame, Steele battled with the harsh realities of aging in Hollywood, compounded by financial difficulties. His challenges were not only professional but also personal. He faced a turbulent marriage that ended in divorce, leaving scars that affected his emotional well-being. Steele fought to maintain his relevance in an industry that had moved on, appearing in various television roles throughout the 1960s. Behind the scenes, he dealt with the shadows of his past, including issues with substance abuse that he publicly attributed to the pressures of stardom. In his later years, Steele found some solace in working with younger actors, passing on his knowledge of the craft. Up until his passing in 1975, he remained a figure woven into the fabric of classic American cinema, though details about his final years remain elusive. There is little public information following his death, leaving many aspects of his life shrouded in mystery. Yakima Canutt played a gunman on horseback in the 1959 classic Rio Bravo. His role, while not the main character, added authenticity and intensity to the film's Western backdrop. Canutt was known for his exceptional riding skills and daring stunts, which made his portrayal compelling. As one of Hollywood's most respected stuntmen, he contributed to the golden age of westerns, becoming an integral part of the genre's history. Canutt's career was marked by iconic stunts, including his work in films like Stagecoach and The Adventures of Robin Hood. However, his life was not without its shadows. He faced numerous hardships, including financial struggles during the Great Depression. Canutt experienced personal tragedies, including the loss of loved ones, which took a toll on his mental health. Despite a storied career, Canutt's later years were plagued by health problems and obscurity. He lived quietly until his death in 1986 at the age of 86. His legacy remains in Hollywood, but the man behind the stunts remains a mystery, a figure of both talent and turmoil, embodying the highs and lows of life in show business. Estelita Rodriguez portrayed Consuelo Rabante in the 1959 film Rio Bravo, offering a memorable performance as a soulful character caught in a turbulent narrative. Her role highlighted her ability to convey deep emotions and resilience, enriching the film's depiction of loyalty and love. However, her life after Rio Bravo was marked by personal and professional trials. Estelita faced significant struggles in Hollywood, fighting against typecasting and the pressures of the entertainment industry. Her career dwindled in the 1960s, leading to financial difficulties. There were whispers of scandals, including a tumultuous marriage that ended in divorce. She also dealt with the challenges of being a Latina actress in a predominantly white industry, often feeling sidelined. These obstacles were compounded by a fierce battle with depression in her later years, isolating her further from the vibrant world she once knew. The last known information about Estelita Rodriguez indicates she lived a reclusive life away from the public eye until her passing in 2023. Her legacy as a talented actress remains, though overshadowed by her personal hardships. In the 1959 film Rio Bravo, John Wayne's portrayal of Sheriff John T. Chance stands as a defining moment in his career. Chance is a tough, principled lawman who teams up with a small group to confront a ruthless criminal. The role exemplifies Wayne's ability to blend strength with vulnerability, showcasing a man determined to uphold justice despite overwhelming odds. This character set the tone for many of Wayne's future roles, where embodying a steadfast moral compass became his hallmark. After Rio Bravo, Wayne faced various challenges. His career flourished, but he also endured personal hardships. Over the years, he fought numerous health issues, including lung cancer, which ultimately took his life in 1979. Wayne had a fragmented personal life, marked by 3 marriages and several high-profile relationships. These relationships often faced public scrutiny and engulfed him in controversies, including accusations of bigotry and conservative political leanings during the turbulent 1960s. John Wayne's legacy is complicated by his public persona and personal struggles, which shaped the man behind the iconic sheriff. Myron Healy played the barfly in the 1959 film Rio Bravo, bringing an intriguing presence to the gritty atmosphere of the Old West. His role, though small, exemplified the character types he often portrayed, characters trapped in tough circumstances, reflecting a life of struggle and resilience. Healy's film career spans several decades, featuring in numerous westerns and B-movies, often cast as villains or rough-edged characters. His performances were marked by a brooding intensity that resonated with audiences. Behind the scenes, Healy grappled with personal challenges that marred his career. He faced financial troubles and struggled with alcoholism, which affected his acting roles. Scandals touched his life when reports emerged about difficulties in the late 1960s. Despite these hardships, he continued acting into the 1980s, taking on roles in television shows and lesser-known films. In his later years, information about Healy became scarce. His life faded from the limelight, with the last known details of his existence remaining a mystery. He passed away in 2010, leaving behind a legacy marked by talent and a haunting tale of resilience against personal demons. In the 1959 film Rio Bravo, Ward Bond undertook the role of Pat Wheeler, a reliable ally to John T. Chance, played by John Wayne. Wheeler is characterized as a steadfast and strong figure, embodying the loyalty and camaraderie essential to the film's themes. Bond's performance provided a solid foundation, revealing his ability to portray depth and complexity within a supporting role. As the story unfolds, Wheeler's courage stands out in a tense battle against outlaws, showcasing Bond's talent for capturing the essence of manly valor and friendship. Throughout his career, Ward Bond faced numerous challenges. He battled alcoholism, which severely impacted his personal life and career trajectory, leading to a hiatus from acting during the late 1950s as he sought treatment. Despite these struggles, he returned to the silver screen and became known for his roles in iconic television series like Wagon Train. Bond's life was also marked by personal hardships. He faced scandals during his lifetime, including intense rumors about his associations with fellow actors. He experienced the pain of losing close friends and co-workers to tragedy, which deepened his sense of loneliness. Ward Bond passed away in 1960 at the age of 57, leaving behind a legacy of strong character portrayals. The ensuing years have seen a steady appreciation for his contributions to cinema, yet the shadows of his personal struggles linger, reminding audiences of the complexities behind the man. Dean Smith played the role of Burdett's henchman in the 1959 classic Rio Bravo, a figure shrouded in a dark aura as he was embroiled in the tense atmosphere of the town. His character was notable for his cold demeanor and loyalty to the villain, showcasing Smith's ability to embody sinister roles that linger in the audience's mind. This performance aligned with his reputation for portraying morally ambiguous characters, effectively blending intimidation with subtle nuances. After Rio Bravo, Smith's career yielded sporadic roles in film and television, often confined to supporting characters that explored shades of villainy. However, his personal life was filled with turmoil. He struggled with alcoholism, which plagued him for years, and led to several public incidents that tarnished his image. Smith faced bankruptcy in the late 1970s, a stark contrast to the heights of his earlier success. His later years were marked by a battle with health issues and a quiet retreat from the spotlight, where he became somewhat of a recluse. There remains little information about his final years, and the details of his passing are shrouded in obscurity, leaving fans to ponder the complexity of a man who played the dark cards dealt to him, both on screen and off. The shadows of his life mirror the characters he portrayed, haunting yet fascinating. In the 1959 film Rio Bravo, Sheb Wooley portrayed the character of a cowboy, bringing a unique blend of authenticity and grit to the role. His cowboy was rugged but layered, reflecting the complexities of the Old West. Wooley's performance stood out in a cast that included legendary actors like John Wayne, showcasing his ability to hold the screen amongst such talent. Wooley's career was multifaceted. He was not only an actor, but also a singer and songwriter. Despite his success in Hollywood, his life was marked by struggles. Often overshadowed by his contemporaries, he faced challenges with typecasting, struggling to break out of the cowboy mold established by Rio Bravo and other westerns. On a personal level, Wooley endured significant hardships. He faced bouts of depression and financial difficulties, especially in the 1970s, which complicated his already complex relationship with fame. His later years brought health issues, including cancer, which he battled quietly. As of now, Sheb Wooley passed away in 2003, leaving behind a legacy that reflects both his contributions to film and the underlying darkness of his personal struggles. Wooley's life remains a poignant reminder of the fragile nature of success in the entertainment industry. John Russell played Nathan Burdett in the 1959 film Rio Bravo. His character, a menacing outlaw, was the driving force of tension throughout the film. Russell's performance delivered a chilling and intense aura, showcasing his capabilities to embody darker roles. However, Burdett was not just a criminal. He was a complex individual faced with his motivations, showcasing the depths of Russell's acting range. After Rio Bravo, Russell's career waned. He faced challenges in securing leading roles, which led to a struggle for relevance in Hollywood. His personal life was marred by tragedies as well. Russell battled alcoholism, which impacted both his professional and personal relationships. Notably, he was involved in a turbulent marriage that ended in divorce, adding to his struggles with substance abuse. In later years, Russell found some redemption by transitioning to television, enjoying roles in popular series like The Wild Wild West. However, the dark shadows of his past remained. As of the latest information, Russell passed away in 1991, leaving behind a legacy marked by both achievement and profound personal hardship. As we wrap up our look at the timeless classic Rio Bravo, it's hard not to feel a wave of nostalgia for the golden age of cinema. The iconic performances of John Wayne, Dean Martin, and Angie Dickinson made this film not just a Western, but a defining moment in their careers. John Wayne solidified his status as a hero, while Dean Martin faced personal battles, including his struggles with alcoholism, yet delivered a memorable performance that showcased his talent beyond music. For many, this film was more than just a movie. It represented simpler times, full of courage, friendship, and resilience against adversity. Reflect on your childhood. Did you first see Rio Bravo on a rainy afternoon with family? What memories or feelings does it evoke for you? We invite you to share your stories and experiences tied to this film in the comments. Let's celebrate this classic together and keep its spirit alive.